Here's a K-Free story set, part of the Fentanyl Poisoning Awareness and Memorial Series, presented by Free Wave Media Partners. This is Danya Ayers in her own words.
Hi, my name is Danya, and I would like to share my daughter Hannah's story. I just wanted to give a little bit of insight on who Hannah was while she was still with us. She was an honor roll student. She was also an honors band and orchestra. She had a passion for animals. Her favorite thing to do was to ride and train with horses. And she was very much into taking animals in. If she found strays on the streets, she wanted to bring them home, and she usually would bring them home and try to find their owners. And if she couldn't, then she would do everything she could to make sure that they were taken care of and they were placed somewhere where she knew they would be safe. She was very sweet and funny. She lit up the room whenever she came in the room. She was a very giving person. She was always there for everybody. If somebody needed something, she was always the first to give something to someone that they needed, whether it be something to wear, whether it be some money, anything that she could do to help. She was definitely a ray of sunshine. She was 16 years old when this happened, and on her brother's 21st birthday on June 29th, 2019, she had asked a friend of her boyfriend for some Percocets, and he brought some over for her. He gave her 3 of them. She took one, and she almost immediately went into cardiac arrest. When we got her to the hospital, they had gotten her pulse back, but there was no brain activity. And they did run the regular toxicology tests on her. And they later on ran a separate test for fentanyl, and that's when they found out that she had fentanyl in her system. So that Percocet that she took was not a Percocet. It was a fentanyl-laced pill. And so she was poisoned by fentanyl. And on July 1st, 2019, they did the last brain death test on her and called her time of death at 10:44 a.m. Her death was the first federal prosecution in the state of Arizona where the person was convicted and sentenced in a federal prison for not only the distribution of fentanyl, but for also causing the death of someone. So her case is actually the first federal case here in the state of Arizona. He admitted that he knew that he gave her fentanyl without her knowledge, and he only got a 6-year sentence in prison. It's definitely not enough justice for Hannah, and it's not enough time for Hannah. But we're hoping that this starts to open people's eyes here in the state of Arizona and make a difference, and that we can start changing our laws here and getting justice for our loved ones who have died from this poisoning. Hannah was a very sweet girl. She has 2 sisters and a brother, 2 nieces and 2 nephews. One nephew she never got to meet. He was born after she passed away. She is deeply missed by everybody in her family and her friends, and she was just a ray of sunshine that we no longer get to see or hear her voice anymore. We don't get to hug her. We really do miss her, and this fentanyl epidemic is getting out of control, and we want to make some changes. And I hope that Hannah's story, the little bit that I was able to tell you, will make a difference, and I hope that this will save somebody's life someday. I couldn't save my daughter, but I really do want to work hard and fight this so that somebody else can be saved, and I hope that Hannah's story definitely will save somebody.
A free download of this story set is available on the audio page at kfre.us. I'm Dino Encontro Seifert for K-Free.